COVID-19, COVID-19, COVID-19.
My name's Yale Vannoy. I own the Yale Vannoy Quarterback Academy here in San Antonio, Texas. My 2021 YVQB junior class was electric. We had multiple guys receiving Division I offers. We had multiple guys winning first team all-district quarterback. We had district MVPs, offensive MVPs. We had guys make deep playoff runs, win district championships. We really took over the city of San Antonio. So spring break 2020, it's middle of March. We just finished a huge camp, a spring break camp. And then all of a sudden, boom, the mayor of San Antonio says, stay at home. If you're not an essential worker, stay at home.
We start with that big decision from the UIL.
The UIL, the governing body over Texas public high school sports, is suspending all contests.
But the UIL, by the way, the governing body of Texas high school sports and competitions, is recommending school athletic departments put a pause on their summer workout programs.
After spring break, we didn't go back to school because of COVID. And so that shut our spring ball down, which really sucked because I was planning on meeting a lot of coaches and them seeing me play. So summer, I didn't get to go to any camps.
All of my football camps in the spring got canceled and moved into the summer. But whenever summer came around, they all got canceled. 7-on-7 got canceled, which sucks because it was my last year to do it because I'm a senior.
You know, not having a spring ball had the potential to hurt us pretty bad. But the way, you know, all of my coaches, you know, specifically Coach Yale and Coach Ellard, have prepared us, and me is very, very well.
So right now, at this point in the season, it would normally be everyone's week 3, right? You've played your first 2 preseason games. Some guys are either going into district play or finishing up with their final preseason game. So right now, Lucas COLEY at Cornerstone, Jordan Curtis at Uvalde, both those guys have played their first 2 weeks and they're going into week 3. A majority of my guys, the remaining guys, have been watching and have been chomping at the bit to even practice.
Being 5A, our season got delayed a little bit. You know, it kind of makes me feel a little jealous because 1A through 4A has gotten to start early, and you know, seeing other high school teams play kind of makes me feel eager and want to get out there even faster.
But we are where we are at now. Smaller districts are playing football right now. Private schools are playing football right now. I know y'all seen Lucas in that last episode killing it. I guess he Aaron Rodgers.
Jay Santos in LAREDO, he had some very unusual circumstances because in places like LAREDO, in different parts of the valley, they said, well, we're not going to tell you exactly when your season's going to start, but we're going to tell you there'll be no out-of-district games. You can't leave the city. We're going to divide LAREDO up into 2 parts, and we'll have a winner of this zone and a winner of this zone play each other for a city championship. There'll be no playoffs. So now you're saying, well, man, I'm going into my senior year, and you're telling me I might just get 4 games.
And as of right now, I really don't know what's going to happen with my season yet. It's not really guaranteed at the moment, but I'm hoping to get word soon. Since every other 5A and 6A have recently started in Texas except Laredo for some reason.
The guy like Jay who's going to go play college football somewhere, who's already got offers, but is wanting more and to really have as many options as possible. That's disheartening, to put it mildly. I can deal with the season getting pushed back a little bit, but to say, well, you're really only going to be able to play 3 or 4 games, that's pretty brutal. If for any stage, but being a senior especially.
Workouts, they were changed a little bit. We got to stay 6 feet apart, no spotters, masks on, but we got to do what we got to do, play football season come fall. And so everyone's just really hyped and really excited to get back in the weight room and start working out with each other again.
Yes, wearing a mask under my helmet and keeping distance between one another took some getting used to, but it has become second nature, just like wiping down equipment or washing my hands.
Playing football is hard enough, lifting weights is hard enough, wearing something that restricts your breathing. The reason they had that is because if somebody in your group tested positive for COVID, then you don't have to eliminate the whole team. You just have to quarantine that group of 10, so you don't take the whole team down.
One thing about COVID, I haven't been able to take any official visits or anything. I can't go anywhere because everything's shut down. And I feel like that's one disadvantage, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna keep it pushing, keep working hard, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get to where I wanna be.
So for me, I couldn't go to any camps, couldn't go on any visits. Usually a recruit gets 5 official visits. I had 0. So, committing to a school, a lot of the 2021 athletes had to commit to a place where, we've never visited to. And that was, most challenging for a lot of us. And, I'm just blessed, find a place, like Arkansas, I just feel like home and, go build something special up there.
Even though I haven't been able to take my official visit because of COVID-19, I've had no doubts in my mind that the United States Air Force Academy is home.
A guy like Lucas or Ty and KANNON, with all 3 of those guys, I've said, it's going to be different for you than anybody else. So don't compare last year or the guys behind you or anything like that. You just have to say, these are my circumstances. I'm going to make the best decision I can, and this is just the way it's going to be. You need to treat it like this is the way it is every year. And if you think about it like that, you won't feel like you're being cheated. You won't feel like you're being gypped, and you'll make the right decision.
It's a decision many have been anticipating. Boys and girls wondering if they'll have a chance to shine, show off potentially for scholarships this fall. As of now, the UIL says the answer to that is yes.
The possibility of this thing blowing up at some point is still, we're not out of the woods, let's put it that way. And that's why I told these guys, don't take any practice for granted. Don't take any film study for granted. Don't take any scrimmage for granted. Don't take any game for granted, because we don't know at any point this thing could come to a halt.
I think Corona is just another form of adversity that all of us need to overcome. And at the end of it, we're going to see who actually worked and who didn't work. And when the pads come on, it's going to show.
I feel like I took full advantage of that time, getting out there with Yale twice a week most of the time, really. And I feel like I've seen a huge jump in my game over these last, 5-6 months.
We start our season on October 1st versus O'Connor. I can't wait to go out and compete with my brothers, but most of all have fun playing the game we love in our last season together. Our love for the game cannot be put into words. Go Jags and go Air Force.
It's going to look different. It's not going to look normal, but I'm just thankful to have a senior football season.
I'm not scared of anything this season. I'm ready to go out onto the field with my friends, and the rest is in God's hands.
The circumstances might be unprecedented. It might not feel like the same season. But once the ball is kicked off, it's the same game that it's always been. And trust me when I tell you, my guys are ready.